A look at our setting tonight. The picturesque city of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Brooklyn Nets as they play against the Milwaukee Bucks here at their new home, Fiserv Forum. G8.
Hey, Kevin. Well, another Kevin.
It does indeed. Thanks, David. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Kyrie Irving. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Griffin, and it's Brown in at the shooting guard. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo, and it's Lopez in at the center. The shot by Holiday, no good. And the Nets with possession.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
And so Brown will bring it up for the Nets. Durant just inside the line. Rebound by Brook Lopez.
Well, that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Outside Holiday. Rebounded by the Nets. And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
Milwaukee's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And the Bucks miss again.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Here's Durant, and the jam by Kevin Durant.
Well, maybe not the highest of flyers, Durant, but because of his reach, it's so easy for him to win above the rim.
Outside Holiday. Holiday with another miss.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
The deep three from Irving. The shot, no good. And Milwaukee the other way now. Here's Brown. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. The kick out to Irving. Second shot opportunity. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Holiday with the three. And it's Griffin with the rebound.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up the three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
And Kyrie doing a good job of just setting everybody up, making sure there's a great pace and tempo to each possession offensively.
Holiday with the three. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And if you're looking for the main reason that they're trailing in this game, well, look no further than his shooting. I mean, he has hit exactly 0% of his shots.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Green, he's checked in for Brooklyn. James Harden comes in for Bruce Brown.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Nets leading by 6. Durant kicks to Harden. In the corner, Irving with it. Harden finds Green. Puts the move on. And that one is off. Now the Bucks take it the other way. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. The Nets also changing it up. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Kevin Durant. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Harden outside. To the inside. And Green slams it in.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
From deep. A rebound by the Nets. Harris, right side. Harden outside. To the paint. Here's Claxton, and that one is stuffed right through.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Middleton for three. Passes it to Tucker. From deep three-point range, Middleton can't get it to go.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Buries the long-range jumper.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Forbes can't get it to go. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Dinwiddie passes to Harris. They kick it out to Green. Down low, here's Claxton, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add two ingredients. One would be playing smart, the other one playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up. Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
And so it's Brooklyn going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Right back after this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Greg, I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then it's Holiday and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Bryn Forbes. Now here's Dinwiddie. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Harden. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And the southpaw stroke of Harden is just beautiful to watch. When he's cooking, he's one of the more lethal scorers in our league.
Milwaukee making a switch here.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Here's Nora. No good on the triple.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
The shot's good. Nora's got his first points of the game.
Such a smart defensive player. Drew Holiday understanding when he should go after steals. If you're going to go for it, get it.
Here's the 3. James Harden with the rebound.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
And that foot injury robbing Dante DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season. But in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is any time that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Dante did that last year, and this year has stepped in and continued to contribute to this ball club.
It's good.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Here's Antetokounmpo. Green with the block. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. Nets passing it around. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
Well, when Giannis has room to run, he is fun to watch. Get out in transition there.
Harden the pass to Green. On the wing, Harden. He's got 8. Jordan kicks to Luwawu-Cabarrot. Misses the 3. Bucks trail by 13. Here's DiVincenzo. And he goes in for the dunk.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
Harden scanning the floor. Dinwiddie finds Harden. Back to Dinwiddie. 2 on the clock. Milwaukee's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Here's Giannis. Second chance shot, and it's in there. Antetokounmpo's got it back down to single digits for the Bucks.
Giannis right now getting hard work done on the inside to get some extra possession.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Now, Dinwiddie. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Stolen by Harden. Dinwiddie with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Pass to Luwawu. Lopez with the steal. And here we go. Here's DiVincenzo. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
A great floor awareness as Antetokounmpo has a sense for when the D has overcommitted or shifted his way, and then he finds where his teammate is open on the floor.
Harden with it. 8 points for him. And there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Here's Forbes. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to it's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They've got a 3-point lead. Kenny, how'd you see it? The rebound. And
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You got to like what Harden has done in this game so far.
There's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, if we were grading playmaking today, it's an A+ from him.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Irving is out there with Brown. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Durant. And it's Griffin in at the 5. Roaming the paint. Pull-up jumper. The shot by KD. No good. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. They trail by 3. Here's Irving. Kicks it to Griffin. Brown outside. Pass to Irving. That one's not going to go. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. And Connaughton has it in the corner. But they recover it. The shot by Middleton, wide open. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Middleton's got the game tied up here for Milwaukee. And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. And I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
Irving for three.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Middleton against Brown. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Brown dishes to Griffin. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Nets lead by 4.
His skill at his size and then converting through contact. Such strength from the big man.
Irving against Teague. Beyond the arc. Connaughton passes to Middleton. Outside Teague. Shot clock at 6. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Outside, Griffin. Durant down low. Working on Portis.
Well, Kevin Durant over the past couple seasons has been in the top 5 as the best mid-range shooters in the league.
Middleton the pass to Teague. On deep. A shot off that time, so Brooklyn will take it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Irving against Teague. Right side, Irving. There's the steal. Now the Bucks moving it up. Middleton looking it over. Tipped away. It's stolen by Harris. And now Harris running the floor all by himself. 2 free throws coming up. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
A 78% foul shooter a season ago. Pretty steady when he's at the line.
And the Bucks making a change here. Holiday's checked in. Dinwiddie against Holiday. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Luwawu, the pass to Jordan. Sinks that one from the post. Jordan's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, with the physical tools he has, Jordan's presence in the paint looms very large, and he knows to live there.
A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Can't connect from long distance. Brooklyn leading by 5. Jeff Green on the wing. He feeds it to Jordan. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Chris Middleton.
Well, the adventure begins when DeAndre gets to the line, but I think he's wanting to work hard on his free throws, so it's not a substitution in the last 2 minutes of a game. He wants to get confident stepping up and knocking them down.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. The pass to Harden. Over Giannis. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Yeah, it's almost like he's playing with the wristwatch there. He knew the time. He executed.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Bucks trail by 8. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Nora in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Here's Giannis. And the shot is good. Antetokounmpo's got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for the Bucks.
So hard to stop down low. Giannis gets around the basket, and it feels like within 8 feet he's going to dunk just about anything.
Irving double teamed. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Holiday against Irving. Claxton the pass to Irving. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his 1st foul. Green kicks to Irving. 6 on the shot clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here.
T.O. number 5 for him in the game, and that's way too high of a number for any one player. Such opportunistic basketball right there, and that's when they desperately needed it.
Irving against Holiday. Passes to Durant. He dishes it to Green. Back to Durant. And the rejection by Giannis.
But beyond the physical stuff, what I like about Giannis right now is the feel for the game. That time, great timing defensively.
Outside Holiday. From deep 3-point range, Kyrie Irving grabs the miss. Irving's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Brown the pass to Green. Back to Brown. On the wing, Irving. The 3. The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And it's sent back by Irving. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
And the Bucks making a change here. Forbes checked in. And then for Brooklyn, Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Johnson comes in for Jeff Green. And it's James Harden in for Bruce Brown. And Forbes kicks to Lopez. Now the feed to Antetokounmpo. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Nets leading by 6. 4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Irving.
I think it's natural to tense up when Giannis is in the area, especially as a shooter. Been a struggle for him tonight, but they can make this lead hold up. We can just chalk this up as one of those nights. Giannis Antetokounmpo is a star in this league, and more the team trusts him in those moments.
And here's Harden. Outside Irving. Pass to Jordan. Durant deciding where to go with it. Lopez with the steal. And they're running.
And we could have been looking at a 2-possession game, but that was a huge mistake on the turnover. Now, nerves becoming a factor.
1:53 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Irving. Inside. Stolen by Holiday. And here's the break. DiVincenzo with it. He's picked up by Irving. The score now all even.
And after all that time, finally, they've been able to tie it up here in the fourth quarter. What a comeback and what a finish we have in store.
That's amazing to think of what they've done here, being behind so long. Now they have a legitimate chance to win this thing.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Chris Middleton comes in for Brent Forbes. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. And then for Brooklyn, Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. Joe Harris comes in for Johnson. And it's Brown in for James Harden. And he comes up with the deuce. And the Nets lead by 2.
Oh, Griffin with a huge feel for those moments. Easy to see why he wants the ball in his hands.
Middleton outside to take the lead. They get it again. Giannis dishes to Lopez. Griffin with the steal. In the corner, Irving with it. Good!
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Holiday with it. Picked up by Harris. Takes the 3. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
And here's Harris from the arc. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Now it's a 7-point Nets lead.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad. Big-time shot from young Giannis there. He feels more and more comfortable in these big moments.
Harris looking it over. From outside the arc. Can't hit that one. From deep. Off target. So it's the Nets picking up the win. This was David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our it's it.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3. And for the Trailblazers, they've got Anthony. Powell is out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Jones in at the 3, the small forward. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Off target from three-point range. The shot by Lillard, wide open. Sinks the triple. Lillard's got the first bucket of the game with the 3 for the Trailblazers. And here's Holiday. This one for 3. Giannis drives in. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Powell against DiVincenzo. Lillard left side. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Lillard's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's the lob, and Antetokounmpo.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Lillard outside. Lillard again missing.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Middleton for 3. Pass to Lopez. Outside Holiday. They get it back. The Trailblazers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And the basket by Lillard.
Now, realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
And Holiday kicks to Antetokounmpo. Passes it to DiVincenzo. Back to Giannis. The kick out to Holiday. And there's the pass to Giannis. Unable to get that one. Now Portland takes it the other way.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Baseline J on the way, and that one's good by Lopez.
The main area of expertise for Lopez, I mean, he's excellent at finding ways to cash in from there.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
Lillard from deep three-point land. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Lillard's got a couple of threes now in the first for Portland. Holiday surveying the floor. And stolen by Lillard. And now Lillard pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
It's great watching Lillard go after steal, showing he can take over possessions all by himself.
Milwaukee's gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. No good with the triple. And so it's Anthony bringing it up to the Portland Trailblazers. Lillard misses.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
And the Bucks making a change here. Here's Here's McCollum. Pass to Simons. Back to McCollum. 6 to shoot. And a miss there on the triple. Milwaukee in the lead. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Mora, the pass to Tucker. They get the rebound. The kick out to T. Here's the three. And Cantor pulls it down. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Makes it off the glass.
McCollum is remarkably quick. Love seeing him put it on the deck and finish at the rim.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Before the game,
I know that when the main guy,
he's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early. Aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. We've got T. E.J. Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Connaughton in at the 2. Portis. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
What intensity on the glass from Portis. A junkyard dog. He worked so hard for the second chance opportunities.
Now here's McCollum. Defense is right there to the right side. Here's Simon. And that one hits back iron.
He makes a lot more of those than he misses. Not sure what threw him off right there.
Tucker. The kick out to T. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Here's Simons after the made shot from Bobby Portis. Pass to McCollum. Passes it to Collins. Cantor inside, working on Portis. Cantor kicks to Collins. McCollum right side. With the tip, and Covington stays with it. Covington's got 4 this quarter.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Here's Connaughton. The pass to Portis. A three-pointer, no good. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. They trail by 1. And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Cullen passes to Simons. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Covington with the bucket. Covington's got 8.
He's perfect from the field this quarter. He's giving them fits out there.
Outside Teague to the left wing. Here's Nora. Rebounded by Covington. For Portland, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. So Portland ends up going with the new group. 1:07 left in the first half. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Drew Holiday is checked in for Bryn Forbes. Now here's Lillard. 10 points for him. 6 on the shot clock. Fires from 14. And that one goes long. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
A deceptive guard. Holiday draws fouls by keeping his defenders always on their heels over the course of the game.
Portland trailing here. Lillard with it. A 3-ball. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
His first triple of the second quarter, 3rd of the game.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Holiday against Lillard. And stolen by Lillard. And now Anthony pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. And stolen by Lillard. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
And a close game so far to the... Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. And he doesn't get talked about that much, but Jusuf Nurkic, big part of what this team does. And he just... And...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, the defense didn't do a very good job of staying connected to him. We'll see if they make an adjustment.
Nurkic is out there with Anthony. Then it's Jones. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Lillard in at the 1 spot. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half. 3-pointer, Lillard. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Middleton can't get it to go. Portland leading. Three-pointer, Lillard drops in the tray. Lillard's got 16.
His three-point shooting is an important part of this game. Lillard has to hit that shot all night if he wants to keep the D honest.
Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And the dunk by Giannis.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. And a deep three from Lillard. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Pass to DiVincenzo. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Trailblazers leading by 6. Pass to Nurkic. Anthony kicks to Nurkic. Fires the 3. Shot clock at 5. Back to Lillard. There's the 3. Lillard again missing.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
A 3 for DiVincenzo. Kept alive. Off with the layup.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
And that one drops. Jones has got the lead up to 8 now for Portland.
Yeah, again, just lackluster transition defense.
Holiday dishes to Giannis. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 4 assists now tonight. Lillard outside. That shot off the mark. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Holiday gets the bucket. Now just a 4-point Portland lead.
He's an explosive, athletic guard, and I tell you, the coaching staff must love watching Holiday in the open court.
Lillard fires away from way outside. From deep three-point range, rebound Milwaukee.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
DiVincenzo finds Holiday. Here's Antetokounmpo.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to see. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Taken away by Holiday. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That'll be his second foul of the game. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. 1:35 left in the third quarter. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Nwora, the pass to Teague. Here's Nwora. Shooting foul. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Fires from deep. Drains it from beyond the arc. And now a 7-point Trailblazer lead.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Forbes can't get it to go.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
And the basket by McCollum.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
And they get it. Here's Nwora. He kicks to Tucker. Passes it to Forbes. Fires the three. That shot is off. No good on the shot. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. P.J. Tucker is out there with Portis. Then there's Teague, and it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard position. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
I mean, he's got a lot of smarts on the court, but Tucker doesn't need to think too much on that assist. He's wide open.
Here's Simons. Nurkic kicks to Powell. No good from outside. Bucks trail by 8. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And the dunk by Covington.
The impressive reach on display. Covington has a strong feel for when he has to go for the alley-oop.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Teague deciding where to go with it. Connaughton passes to Portis. Here's Connaughton, guarded by Powell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Powell with the steal. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And it's Simons missing. It's Portis high post. Back to Tucker. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Oh, the brute strength of Tucker, so effective at pushing through whatever the defense throws his way.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Collins comes in for Carmelo Anthony. McCollum's checked in for Norman Powell. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. And the dunk by Giannis.
And the best part of that sequence wasn't Holiday's steal, but his quick decision to push the ball and start the break. That's when the D's most vulnerable, and he took advantage.
Covington. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got 7 rebounds in the game. Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Lopez. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. For Milwaukee, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for Portland. Collins with it. Now guarded by Middleton. Lillard from outside. Offensive rebound.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass to the tip.
Holiday finds Giannis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Enes Kanter.
Man, with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
And Portland making a change here. Hollis Jefferson's checked in.
Nice work there. This is a point in the game where if you get a chance to close the gap, you've got to make the most of it.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. Jones checked in for Collins. Lillard outside. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter. Just 5 to shoot. The Trailblazers with a new shot clock. DiVincenzo against McCollum. 3-pointer Lillard. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Middleton dishes to Holiday. Kicks it down to Middleton. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Trailblazers leading by 4. Now here's McCollum. He dishes it to Lillard. Over Holiday. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
His touch has been off tonight, and now his judgment is off too. I mean, come on. It's not a smart shot.
And staying with the play, Middleton.
And this is why he gets paid the big bucks. Middleton enjoys coming through in the clutch.
Lillard from outside. The putback. Money.
Look at Enes Kanter maintaining that competitive energy. Finds a big shot to keep them in it.
Antetokounmpo passes to Middleton. Lets it go from deep. Goes back up. Count it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're down by 2. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's what's your take?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Or they could take the lead if they play for the 3. Interesting decision.
Holiday against Lillard. Middleton for 3. Misses the 3. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
A timeout called the Bucks. They're behind by 4. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
I mean, it's iffy that there's enough time to even get a quick shot and a foul.
From deep. Doesn't go that time. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's good. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Damian Lillard out there with Powell. And it's Covington in at the small forward. And for Brooklyn, we've got Brown. Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Durant to the inside. Here's Jordan. And the rejection by Collins. And instead of just swinging the ball around the perimeter, Clark, both these teams like to run offense through the post.
And I love that, Kevin. We don't see it very often, but you're right. Both of these teams emphatic about getting the ball inside, putting pressure on the defense by driving it inside or passing it into the post. And it allows both of them to play a very high-quality inside-out game.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Nurkic, it's good on the putback.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Now here's Irving. Now Kevin Durant, stolen by Collins. Powell with it, picked up by Brown. Powell, no one around him, and count it from 19 feet away.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Here's Brown. Back to KD. In the corner, Irving with it. And another turnover here by Brooklyn. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Irving against Lillard. It's Powell on the wing. Covington finds Lillard. In the corner, Powell with it. 5 on the clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Brown outside. Back to Irving. The Nets working the ball around now. Puts it up from 12. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And finished off by Collins.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah.
I tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
Collins grabs the miss. Trailblazers leading by 4. Covington passes to Powell. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Now, here is Irving. Back to KD. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Lobbed up there for Collins. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
and creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Now here's Durant. The 9-foot shot. Jordan kicks to Irving. Inside, and KD throws it down.
Well, his IQ is one of the best in the league. Irving has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
Lillard with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check, and was maybe a step out of his range.
And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Well, you know, a big part of offensive rebounding is really relentless effort and high energy, and Jordan knows all about that.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That's his first foul. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And here's McCollum. Clock at 6. Pass to Carmelo. Cantor trying to free himself up. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by McCollum.
Oh, great ball movement there.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Harden scanning the floor. And the jam by Harden.
And I think one of the things understated about Harden, he's a great athlete. I mean, he can rise and bounce. He's strong. He's quick. He can easily punch it on you when he gets to the rim.
Here's McCollum. Launches it. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 4. Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how he...
I look to the times where...
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
On the floor for Portland, Norman Powell was out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And Luwawu subbed in for Harris. Now here's McCollum. Nets trail by 4. In transition, here come the Nets. Good D by Jones.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Anthony, and he banks in the layup.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim, but the epic throwdown.
Simons surveying the D. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so it's Brooklyn with it. Brooklyn with the ball. Trailing by 4 from deep Harden. Griffin kicks to Luwawu Cabarro. To the paint. 4 on the clock. Green finds Griffin. Here's Luwawu. That one off the back iron and out. Trailblazers leading by 4. Here's McCollum. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Here is Harden. The Blazers getting the bucket. Dinwiddie, left side. Harden the pass to Griffin. Dinwiddie outside. Now here's Cantor. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And it's Jones, that time on the assist by McCollum. Jones has got the lead up to 8 now for Portland. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Harden. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Good D by Jones.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And, you know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. Bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release, an elite scorer.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Jones. Norman Powell's checked in for McCollum. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Here's Claxton. Brown outside. Pass to Claxton. Back to Brown. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Irving. Keeps it alive. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great position.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Lillard way outside. It's hauled in by Brown. Irving passes to KD, and the basket is good.
Boy, if you allow Durant that look, he's going to punish you. I mean, it's that simple.
Now Lillard from deep three-point range. The long-distance three is buried. Lillard's got his first 3 points of the game.
Oh, that's a real nice-looking deep three ball there.
And so it's Portland. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. At one stretch in the opening period, they built up an 8-point. That's all for now.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
Kyrie Irving is out there with Brown. Then there's Harris. Then it's Jordan. And it's KD in at the power forward position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard. And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Just 5 on the clock. Feeds it to Nurkic. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so here's Portland. Collins. Portland again missing.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
And Covington sends it back.
You know, you talk about Covington, and he's what you call a typical 3-and-D player. Has been that way most of his career.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
From deep, sinks the three-pointer. Lillard's got 8.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. As good a passer as he is, he becomes a major headache for the D if he gets hot from beyond. They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
James Harden, he's checked in for the Nets. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. The shot by Lillard wide open. And the Trailblazers another 3.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Harden the pass to Brown. Back to Harden. Brown outside. And again, it's the Nets missing.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Collins kicks to Lillard. Takes a 3. They get it again. Nurkic dishes to Collins. Lillard with it. He's got 11. Nurkic the pass to Collins. Right wing. Here is Lillard. Shot clock at 6. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Green comes in for Joe Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Bruce Brown. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you join the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duo.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star
No
last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds.
Guys, it's hard to shake Harden off his game. He's so strong and skilled. He keeps his balance right where he needs it.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the latter.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Irving's checked in for Dinwiddie.
One of the hardest and trickiest covers in the league. Harden, not just a superb scorer, but also an amazing passer, which really makes him really hard to guard.
Jones in the post. KD's on him. Here's Cantor. The shot missing. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Durant attacking. Lots of room. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Durant's got 8 points.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
The pass to McCollum. The tray. And the Trailblazers another 3.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense. and took advantage of it.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
No good on the triple. Here's Irving, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Damian Lillard. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, we've got Robert Covington. Nurkic is out there with Anthony. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point guard. Irving double team. From deep, Green. Portland grabs the miss. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Powell for three. That shot off. Nets trail by 21. Brown dishes to Green. And it's rebounded by Covington. The Trailblazers shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Powell kicks to Nurkic. Pass to Simons. From the arc. That one misses. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Irving from long range. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Portland leading by 21. Passes it to Simons. And stolen by Harris. Here's Irving. And yes, it's good. Irving's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Nets. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Nurkic the pass to Simons. Nurkic kicks to Powell. A second chance effort. Brooklyn with the rebound. Claxton's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Nets. Durant comes in for Jeff Green. Harris, good.
Well, I love to see Joe Harris not settling, instead choosing to be opportunistic and mixing up his offensive attack.
Lillard way outside. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got his fourth rebound in this one. A nice shot by Irving.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Portland leading by 15. Lillard surveying the D. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And no stopping Lillard. Excellent at staying in control no matter what the D throws at him.
The Nets making a switch here. Harden's checked in. The free throw drops for Lillard. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not.
Well, that dribble gives KD the momentum he needs, and you can see his teammates already loading up with smiles as he explodes to the cup.
And Cantor able to finish. Cantor's got his first bucket of the night.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You've got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Irving. Irving's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Well, he's capable of scoring from anywhere. Durant's size and touch make him a prime-time threat inside.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Lillard's got 6 in the quarter.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Trailblazers.
their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game, and I think ultimately that earned the W.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Damian Lillard.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
You know, that goes back, I think, to playing with LeBron in their Cleveland days. Kyrie learned how to operate without the ball some.
Lillard from deep three-point land, an absolute bomb from three-point range. The Nets have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. And some solid looks for them. And really deep through that time.
The fire that Irving plays with, admirable. I mean, you can feel it. When you make a three on him, it's payback time. He's coming at you.
Lillard, the pass to Jones. From deep three-point range. Kicks it out to Lillard. Collins trying to break free. They grab their own miss. Lillard dishes to Jones. And that's good. Damian Lillard for three. And the Trailblazers lead by 18.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Here's Lillard. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. All right, David, thank you. and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the...
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Nets, Griffin is out there with Durant. Then it's Joe Harris. Then it's Harden. And it's Irving at the 2-guard spot. Now here's Harden. Outside Irving. Shoots the 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage. And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there that go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken number 1.
And then Durant with the dunk.
On defense, your priority is to close out on Durant's outside shot, but then he has that tight handle. Simply drives right by you.
Holiday looking over the floor. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Now here's Harden. He kicks it to Durant. And KD throws it down.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Can't answer back with the dunk of his own.
Oh, you could tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
You know how you want to tell people don't let Giannis get too close? Well, one step past half court, he's too close.
Harden the pass to KD. Stolen by Holiday. It's Giannis with the drive. That one doesn't go.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And it's Durant missing.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
DiVincenzo finds Lopez. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
Now the pass to Griffin. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. In the corner, Irving with it. Durant wide open. He fires. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. KD's got 7 points. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
Right, there's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Here's DiVincenzo. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket.
Well, Lopez at that size has no trouble throwing it down.
That's tipped. Here's Holiday, and Holiday throws it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And the Nets with possession here, following the bucket by the Bucks, and the shot goes in.
Using his craftiness there to get by the defender, Harden is just so good at finding ways to score.
DiVincenzo, the bounce pass. Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebounded by the Nets.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling. That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Excellent display from Drew Holiday, running the fast break well and finding a way to nail that shot.
Harden the pass to KD.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
And so Holiday will bring it up for Milwaukee. Pass to Antetokounmpo. With 4 seconds on the clock, and it's good. 2 points. Giannis has got 6.
As Giannis has grown in his physical stature, widening those shoulders, having more strength, these are the kind of plays that make all that hard work pay off.
And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. The Bucks on top, up by 3. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And when asked to compare himself to LeBron James, Giannis had this to say.
I know if I put the work in, maybe 10 years from now I can be the same sentence. But I got to put the work in whenever I...
And Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for Brooklyn now, Green is out there with Harris. Then there's Brown, and it's Claxton in at the 5. Teague, the pass to Portis. 5 to shoot. Out to the right wing. Here's Nora, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Milwaukee leading by 3 and stolen by Harris. Pass to Dinwiddie. Down low. Green. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Green's got his first points of the night.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Here's Nora. Here's Portis. Ball's knocked loose. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so it's Brooklyn with it. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Dinwiddie. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Now here's Teague. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Connaughton. Middleton on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Passes it to Forbes. Cuts off the pass. And here we go. The fast break with Dinwiddie. Yep, that one goes in there. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
Here is Forbes. Makes it off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 1. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
And so it's Milwaukee now. Jeff Green missing his last shot.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
1:32 left in the first half of basketball. Now the Bucks moving it up. The shot, no good. And Brooklyn will come the other way. And thanks to that step back, Harden.
Caution. Flammable.
That is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that finish. Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
But confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Back to Connaughton. Just 5 to shoot over Claxton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Brooklyn making some changes. Griffin's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Bruce Brown. And Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Antetokounmpo against Green. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. Comes up empty down low. Nets trail by 3. In transition, here come the Nets. And he makes that one. Irving's got his first basket.
And the transition D right now, just non-existent.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Bucks. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Giannis kicks to Connaughton. Lobbed up there for Lopez.
A talented scorer. There are many ways Lopez can beat you, which makes him so difficult to defend.
Antetokounmpo against KD. Here's Griffin. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. With 1 on the clock. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Bucks lead by 3. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, you guys were able to get the lead. What was the key to getting all those open shots?
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here, welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. That guy right there is Shaquille O'Neal, and that guy right there is Kenny the Jet Smith. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. The period came to a close with them holding. And that.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward.
Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
The pass to KD. Harden trying to get open. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Yeah, can you add that one to Durant's ongoing highlight reel? Thank you very much.
Now here is Holiday. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era? at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that, more than anything, allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Holiday dishes to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Hard to deal with Brook Lopez and that kind of size, especially when he's forcing the issue like this here and going strong.
An era where we're seeing teams turn away from the slower 7-footers. Brook Lopez still playing a pivotal role for the Bucks.
There's been a lot of talk in recent years, Greg, as how the big man has been played off the floor in the playoffs. That's just not the case with Lopez because he's been able to step out and shoot threes along with being a really reliable rim protector.
KD passes to Harden. Back to Durant. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, we know Durant's difficult to slow down, but when he's penetrating like that, the defense just cannot deal with that length.
And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Griffin. Green comes in for Harris. Brown is checked in for Irving. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. The Bucks also changing it up. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Teague in for Drew Holiday. A nice shot by Tucker.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Dinwiddie passes to KD, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game. Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Durant kicks to Brown. Back to KD. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Portis.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Nets trail by 9. Brown right side. Lobbed up there for Green. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. The Bucks have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Dinwiddie with the bucket. Dinwiddie's got 6 points.
Terrific effort from him really all night. Yet despite his supreme marksmanship, they're still operating at a deficit.
Teague against Irving. Teague drives in. The layup missed. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for Brooklyn. 7-point differential. Durant, no good.
And he's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Connaughton passes to Antetokounmpo. Here's Portis. Back to Connaughton. Offensive rebound. Portis kicks to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Portis. And another shot. The rebound by Jeff Green. And here's Brooklyn. They trail by 7. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
For a spindly guy, Durant has such great body control. Hard not to foul him when he carves his way in that deep.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
Yeah, sometimes in a game you settle a little bit before settling in, and right now I think he's a big factor in how they're getting to the line.
Here is Forbes. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we'll be right back after this. The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. We've got Brown. Griffin is out there with Green. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Irving in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Holiday against Irving. For the 3. A 3-pointer is right on target. Irving's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Nets. Giannis outside. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Great instincts by Giannis. Superb timing, and then he pounced on top of that miss.
And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's his 3rd foul of the game. James Harden, he's checked in for the Nets. It's stolen. Oh, here we go. Antetokounmpo. Nobody back.
Well, when Giannis has room to run, he is fun to watch. To get out in transition there.
Nets trail by 8. About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. And Durant subbed in for Green. Portis, he's checked in for the Bucks.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Floats it up for Giannis. Pass to DiVincenzo. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. Milwaukee with the ball. Here's Giannis. Trying to get open is DiVincenzo.
Jordan continuing to bring all that he has on the defensive end of the floor. Shooters always leery about where DeAndre is on the defensive end of the floor.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. A little over a minute and a half of the 4th quarter gone now. Irving against DiVincenzo. Irving drives in. Count it. Good.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
And here is DiVincenzo. Holiday with it. Back to DiVincenzo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Portis, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Count it. Giannis has got 6 here in this quarter.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Irving with the ball. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Jordan. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And the sheer size of Jordan is just so tough for defenders sometimes to deal with. Skilled at picking up the foul there.
Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Milwaukee getting another chance here. Another shot, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, not only being just an all-around more improved player, Giannis has taken some huge strides in terms of building his body up.
And the Nets making a change here. Griffin's checked in. Free throw, no good for Antetokounmpo. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance. And the layup falls. Irving's got 9 points here in the second half.
Now, that's the kind of passing that opens up the eyes to Blake Griffin's overall talent.
Holiday against Harden. And Antetokounmpo inside. No good that time. Nets trail by 7. Here's Irving, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Appreciate the mentality of Kyrie at this point, embracing the moment. He'll take the big shot.
Brook Lopez is checked in for Milwaukee. That's good from Irving.
And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Harden the pass to Griffin. And he banks in the layup. Griffin's got his first bucket of the night.
Man, that's why they turned to Blake Griffin. Calm, cool, collected, and his team needed that one.
Connaughton passes to Lakers.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Perfect from the line. It's now a 2-possession game.
Irving looking for an opening. From deep. Up again. Rebound, Milwaukee. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Harris kicks to Harden. Griffin inside. Lopez covering. It falls! And he has brought them to within 2 points. Harden against Holiday. Here's the lob to the hoop. Count it!
Oh, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
And the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. He hits the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Pat Connaughton.
Clutch. Those free throws turn this into a 1-possession ball game.
Outside Holiday. Money!
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And not much of a surprise there. Kyrie, one of the better free throw shooters in the game, and so hard to guard without fouling.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
So many things have changed around Drew Holiday. The one thing that's been a constant is that he's a hard worker, such a great all-around player who likes to be a leader, and he has been for this ball club.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
That last one was a difference maker. It pushed it from a 2-point lead to 3.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
You can bet that's what they're looking for. This late in the game, they need that 3.
The deep 3 from Durant. Off target from downtown. So a close game sees Milwaukee taking this one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it. The Bucks are always hyped to play in front of their home.
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Damian Lillard out there with Powell. And it's Jones in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. And so it's Milwaukee with it. He kicks it to Giannis. There's the triple. No good there. And it's Portland the other way. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Powell, no one around him. From outside, off the mark. Antetokounmpo against Collins. For three, Middleton hangs home the trifecta. Middleton's got the first bucket of the night, a three-pointer for Milwaukee. Holiday against Lillard. From deep. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Clock at 6. For three. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Here's Lillard following the basket by Giannis. Collins kicks to Lillard. From deep three-point range, rebounded by the Bucks. Holiday attacking. Count that one.
But when someone's open, Lopez will find using his height to see over the defense.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Here's Lillard. Over to the wing. Nurkic, the pass to Jones. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Holiday finds Antetokounmpo. Middleton outside. From past the arc. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And stolen by Lillard. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. Anthony's checked in for Portland. There's the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Three-pointer. They get it back.
Well, a big reason Nurkic impacts games is for that ability right there, staying active on the glass at both ends, converting the second chances.
Now here is Holiday. Jacks up a three. Kicks it down to Middleton. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Middleton's got 5.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load. Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
Well, you don't see that very often. A wide open three is usually like a layup for him.
There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Playing with such physicality on the offensive glass. I mean, Nurkic's awesome at slamming misses in.
Holiday looking for an opening. Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
And that one's good. Lillard.
The remarkable range of Lillard. I mean, you see these shots he makes from distance with ease, effortless release.
Passes to Holiday. DiVincenzo kicks to Holiday. It's up a three. No good on that one. For Portland, they've gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11.
Wow, the speed of Lillard. So masterful at making decisions in the fast break situations.
Milwaukee's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Holiday against Lillard. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Lillard from deep three-point land. Here's Nurkic. Pass to Anthony. Kicks it out to Lillard. Beyond the arc. Again, the miss by Lillard. Launches a three, and Drew Holiday with the three. Holiday's got 8.
Gotta respect the range of Holiday if you're the D, showing he can hurt you from that area.
Jones from outside, and that one released in time, but no good. Drew Holiday has been on display for the Milwaukee Bucks. When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping.
I think in the past, anytime I got...
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn, if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say we want to start fast? Now let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Bucks. PJ Tucker is out there with Portis, and it's Connaughton in at the 2. So it's the Bucks now after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Anthony, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Simons. Stolen away. Stolen by Cantor. Pass to Anthony. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Oh, you're right, and I love the opportunistic approach. These kinds of hustle plays can be game changers.
And the pass to Forbes. Tries again. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Forbes has got his first 2 points.
Oh, looking to connect with the open man, Portis. He's got the right mentality out there.
Here's Simons, guarded by Tucker. Pass break, Milwaukee. And a wide open look for Portis. Connaughton tipped back in for 2. And it's a 3-point Bucks lead.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Here's Simons. Picked his pocket. Here's Connaughton. He's guarded by McCollum. And McCollum with the block. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Now the Bucks moving it up. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Outside Portis. Pass to Connaughton. 6 to shoot. Here's Tucker. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Trailblazers going the other way.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Here's McCollum. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And McCullough is fantastic in running the screen and roll. He knows how to use the pick to get space to shoot.
Here is Forbes. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Here's Connaughton. Portland making their last shot. Kicks it to Forbes. From downtown, Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And it's Anthony with the jam. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Here's Connaughton. to Portis. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Bucks lead by 1.
It just speaks to how strong Portis is. It's obvious he enjoys showing off that muscle.
Pass to Anthony. 35 seconds left now here in the second. That shot, no good. The Bucks go the other way with it. Connaughton passes to Portis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Whether Portis can make the leap is still up in the air. He's young and has the potential to be really good in this league.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And Lillard kicks to Collins. Pass to Powell. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The shot comes out.
And bringing that out. Giannis
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here. Drew Holiday was red hot to start the first. He had 8 points and 1 assist. And that'll do it for us.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. One of the stories here, Drew Holiday getting it done today.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Damian Lillard out there with Powell. And it's Jones in at the 3 spot. Now here's Giannis. Clock at 6. And it goes down 2 points. Antetokounmpo's got the first points of the second half here for the Bucks. Trailblazers trail by 4. Lillard from deep three-point land. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
He's been cold, and it's been hurting him. The D, was ready for him. He hasn't been able to solve it.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State. A small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
It's tipped. DiVincenzo with it. Jones covering. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. And Collins has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. Trailing by 4. Lillard from outside. Knocks down the 3 ball. Lillard's got 11 points. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Antetokounmpo inside. He's guarded by Collins. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Here is Lillard. He's got 13. From deep. The shot, no good. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Portland trailing here. From deep three-point range. And it's Lillard again missing. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Here's Giannis. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Now here's Lillard. Portland no good that time either.
Can't get anything to fall, but it hasn't gotten him down. I mean, he's still gunning. I guess he's still trying to contribute.
Here's Giannis. 3-point lead. For 3, Middleton. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Middleton's got 8.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Milwaukee with the ball. After the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. We've got 1:18 left in the third quarter of the game. Trailblazers trail by 6. To stop the run. That shot off.
His effort level is there. You can't blame him on that. He's working to get good shots. He's just not connected.
A shot by Middleton, wide open. And it's off from 3-point range. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. No points in the game yet for him, so Portland ends up going with the new group. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Milwaukee. Now the pass to Hollis Jefferson. To the inside. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
I mean, look, he's evolved as a passer over the course of his career. Get to the right spot, Colin will find you.
A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. So they take the lead. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
McCollum, he's a threat in transition. He excels at leaking out, and then he knows where to run in the open floor.
Outside Holiday. From deep. No good that time. Here's Simons. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
This is the versatility you need to play in today's game. 2 guards have to be able to make plays for others.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Catching up on the changes for Portland. Cantor checked in for Zach Collins. Andre Hollis Jefferson comes in for Robert Covington. And McCollum subbed in for Norman Powell. They've got Portis, Holiday out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Passes it to Simons. Now Cantor. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Holiday against McCollum. The Bucks trail. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Connaughton, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And so he hits both. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. Anthony down low. Here's Cantor. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Cantor's got his first points in this one. The Bucks shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Outside Holiday. Outside Portis. Shot clock at 5. Hollis Jefferson with it. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. And McCollum with the slam.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Yeah, just trying to keep the momentum now. And that's easier said than done.
Really left alone that time. Holiday's got it all tied up now for Milwaukee.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
Now here's McCollum. They double-team McCollum. It's blocked.
Gonna have more of this moving forward. Portis has the size needed to turn back shots.
Holiday against Cantor. Now here is Holiday. D right on him. And another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11. Here's Simons, guarded by Holiday. Simons, the pass to Cantor. And stolen by Portis. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. Bryn Forbes comes in for Pat Connaughton. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Collins comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Jones checked in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Here's Lillard, following the basket by Chris Middleton. Here is Forbes. Middleton outside. And Tucker kicks to Middleton. A 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. It's tipped. 4-on-3 break. And the layup's good off the glass. Portis has got the lead up to 6 now for Milwaukee.
I mean, he's got a lot of smarts on the court. But Tucker doesn't need to think too much on that assist. He's wide open.
Lillard with the bucket.
Got to admire the passion Lillard plays with. He knows he loves having the ball in his hands.
Lillard against Howard. 1:16 left to play here in the 4th. Dishes it to Middleton. Shot clock at 6. And Jones pulls it down.
He's as surprised as anyone with that miss. When he's left alone like that, you can usually count it. And McCullough is a lethal scorer, especially when the game is on the line. Love how under control he is.
Timeout called. The Bucks. They're ahead by 1. 59 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots. And you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Lopez is checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Brent. Oh, what a beautiful play.
Intensity, did you see that? Great.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
He lobs it up. Count!
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving in.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Kicks it out to Jones. Oh, off target.
And
the coach's challenge has been issued. A game like this, on the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 1. 1 second left in the game. What do you think, guys?
And they've got enough time left to get a good look. It's got to be quick, but it doesn't have to be a heave. You can still catch, turn, and shoot. They've got one shot at it here, obviously. It's a make-or-break situation.
Coming to you today from Portland. So the Nets starting five. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Brown. Then there's Irving. And it's Jordan in at the 5. And for Portland, Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Damian Lillard out there with Powell, and it's Jones in at the 3 slot. Irving passes to Durant. Fires for 3. The shot misses. Now Portland takes it the other way. Powell kicks to Nurkic. Portland moving the ball around. And Lillard gets double teamed. Just 5 on the clock. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Outside Irving. Pass to Durant. He kicks to Jordan. Back to KD. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Well, I love the speed that Durant has. I mean, fantastic at slashing into the paint and scoring right at the rim. That length of stride of his and his speed, lethal combination.
Powell, the pass to Lillard. No good that time. Some solid defense there from Irving. And that one's good. Lillard.
What strength from Lillard. Just not allowing the defense to have the last word.
Durant kicks to Irving. Jordan finds Irving to the middle. And the rejection by Collins. And he recovers it. Yes, that goes in. The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Here's the lob to Lillard. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
Here's Brown, following the score by Damian Lillard. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And now here comes Collins leading the break. Pass to Nurkic, kicks to Powell. Lillard surveying the D. Lillard again missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
From 12 feet out, he clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project him to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Here's Nurkic. James Harden picking up that last basket. Pulls up on the elbow, and it's Lillard missing.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And then Lillard slams it in.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Outside Durant. Inside Green. And Green slams it in.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward. And he needs to be as an undersized player.
Dinwiddie against Lillard. Passes it to Powell. Dishes to Anthony. Over Durant. James Harden with the rebound. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2 for 1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Here's KD. And the rebound by Nurkic. Portland trailing here. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Jones slams it home.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Now here's Harden. And that one, good.
Harden is known for his creativity. Can't lose him in the screen and roll, or he'll take you to school.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Nets. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched upon the team's camaraderie.
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. They've got McCollum, Robert Covington out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter, and it's Simons in at the 1. Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jordan, he's checked in for Green. Bruce Brown comes in for Joe Harris, and Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. The Nets with the lead. It's Harden with the drive, and the jam by Harden.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
Here's Simons, covered by Irving. It's blocked, but they get it back. Brooklyn leading by 4. Up the floor. And it's Brown that time on the assist by Harden. Brown's got his first points of the game.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Cullen passes to Simons. McCollum deciding where to go with it. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. McCollum's got 4 this quarter. And here is Irving. And there's the pass to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Well, his IQ is one of the best in the league. Irving has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
Here's Simons. He's covered by Irving. Simons, the pass to McCollum. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Nets leading by 6. Harden dishes to Irving. Back to Harden. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Harden's got 12 in the game.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
The Nets making a switch here. Durant's checked in. So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. And Portland making a change here. Covington's checked in. Then for the Nets, Jeff Green is checked in for Jordan. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Nicholas Claxton.
McCollum's carved out an impressive NBA career for himself, and I think he's still ascending. He was the 10th pick in the 2013 NBA draft. He's still got plenty of upside.
Irving passes to Durant. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's McCollum, and he drops in the layup off the glass. McCollum's got 9.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Irving for 3. Rebounded by McCollum.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
The Trailblazers have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Joe Harris is checked in for Kyrie Irving. Back to Dinwiddie. 51 seconds left here in the second. Outside, KD.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside. You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
It's Brown on the wing. From deep three-point range. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Trailblazers trail by 6. Cullen passes to Lillard. From deep, from beyond the arc, and then some. 9 points in the game so far.
And we've seen Lillard hit that shot before. He has no fear when it comes to the deep 3.
James Harden. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
James Harden led the way in the first half. He had 12 points and 1 assist. And that'll...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
So for Brooklyn now, we've got Jordan. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Brown, and it's Irving in at the point.
Set up on a platter that time by Harris. A room service dime right there.
Lillard way outside. And no good that time. And Brooklyn will come the other way. They've led by as much as 10. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Hollis Jefferson's checked in. Here's Lillard, and that one off the back of the rim and in. Lillard's got 11.
The natural offensive talent of Lillard gives him incredible flexibility, and boy, he can strike at any time.
Pass to KD. Lets the 3 fly. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Trailblazers trail by 3. Lillard outside. For the tie. Drills it from outside. He's got 14.
1 triple for him in the first half. Now he's hit another.
Now, here is Irving. Brown outside. Pass to Jordan. Irving drives in. Chalk up 2 there. And the Nets lead by 2.
Knifing through the defense like warm butter on a biscuit. Irving knows how to get to the rim.
Lillard outside. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Lobs it up for Jordan. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Boy, Jordan is an alley-oop specialist. A big target with strength and bounce.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Again, the miss by Lillard.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Collins. And it's Simons in for Lillard. The Nets also changing it up. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Durant, and it's James Harden in for Brown. Claxton the pass to Harden. And Cantor pulls it down.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did, too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. So we saw it then.
He's a good mind, and man knows what he's talking about.
Here's McCollum. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Back to Harden. Lets it go with the 3. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Simons. .59 seconds left in the third. A 3 from McCollum. He can't hit that time. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Harden has a wide open look. And the Nets another 3.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
McCollum with the ball. 12 points for him. Cantor kicks to McCollum. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Anthony. Harden the pass to Green. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Brooklyn ahead. They lead by a bucket. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. They've got Jones. Nurkic is out there with Anthony. Then there's McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Passes it to Nurkic. He kicks it to McCollum. The rebound by Jeff Green. Green's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Harris passes to Harden. Bobbed up there for Green. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Hey, we know Harden can score, but he also has great vision.
Here's the pass to Nurkic. McCollum against Green. McCollum no good, and so they choose to intentionally foul. Lillard's checked in for Portland. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Brooklyn. Irving comes in for James Harden. Irving passes to KD. Feeds to Green. Excellent D that time from Jones.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
And Jordan sends it back.
When Jordan comes to deny a shot, his size and reach give him a big advantage.
McCollum, good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Here's Durant. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 5 assists tonight.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what. He's been awful ever since the second half started. It's not even been a factor.
Quick shot there, and it's off target. Trailblazers trail by 6. Here's McCollum. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. McCollum's got 4 points now in the quarter. The Nets have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Pass to Irving. The 3. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's McCollum. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
How about the fearlessness of McCollum? Doesn't shy away from taking or making the big shots.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Brown kicks to Irving. Jacks up a 3. But they'll get another chance. The kick out to Brown. On the wing, Irving. They shoot again. Back to KD. And at last, they get one to fall. And the Nets lead by 4. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. A 3-ball. Drains the 3-pointer.
He is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
1:31 left in the fourth quarter. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
No stage too big for KD. If you need a basket, he's your man.
Lillard against Irving. From deep 3-point range. Tips it. Lillard outside. From outside the arc. It's good from long range. Lillard's got 6 points in the quarter.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
Pass to KD. Now Brown. He is guarded by McCollum. Irving for 3. For 3. Another miss by Irving.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Zach Collins checked in for Portland. Norman Powell comes in for C.J. McCollum. Joe Harris is checked in for the Nets. James Harden comes in for Bruce Brown. Here's Lillard. Yes!
Boy, and just look at what Damian Lillard is doing.
27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Harden finds Durant. Pops it up for Jordan. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Now Lillard.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability.
And the perfect time to be perfect at the line. Only a 3 can tie it now.
Comfortable in the clutch. That's who Kyrie Irving is, unfazed by the game's biggest moments.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Kevin Durant.
And he's put on a terrific show of skill in the paint. A combination of moves, footwork, and that soft touch down low. It's all added up to one dominant performance for the big fella.
And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest.
Here we go.
And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. So they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Brown in at the shooting guard. Here's Lillard and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And once they roll the ball out there, Lillard turned on the switch. He is doing it all tonight.
And he commits the intentional foul. McCollum's checked in for Anthony Simon. Irving against Lillard. Irving passes to Harris. Back to Irving. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Irving's got the game tied up here for Brooklyn.
Kyrie, not a bad answer. He'll give you the needed hoop when you need it most.
The Nets making a switch here. Harden's checked in. Lillard against Irving. Lillard attacking. A rebound by the Nets. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Harden's got the ball. And then Durant with the jam.
Boy, a dynamic wing with freakish length. Durant is the ideal alley-oop target.
Lillard against Irving. This one for 3. Offensive rebound. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And the swag Nurkic plays with, it's infectious. He doesn't back down from taking a big shot.
Irving can't hit.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
McCollum, no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time. How good is that? Harden commanding the ball in these moments. Loves stepping up at crucial times.
Lillard misses. The Nets have gone 3 for 5 for their shot since we got started here in overtime. Irving for 3. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Got it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Irving for 3. The dunk and the foul. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving. and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And here is Jordan. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. They escape with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like, gave it their all. But when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer determination on their part.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge.